Hi everyone, I'm Daria Keys. I'm the Partner Engagement Manager at UNSW Employability within the Partner Engagement team. I'm just here to quickly introduce our team and as the first point of contact. So if you haven't met any of us, please make sure you come and say hi to us today. So in terms of areas that we look after is, for me, it's science, medicine and health, and equity, diversity and inclusion. Tom Richards, who's also Manager of Partner Engagement, looks after art, design and architecture, engineering and international projects. And we also have Kylie Holmes, who's a Manager of Partner Engagement, who's looking after events and programs in our team. So we are your first point of contact across any university. We can connect you to any department, any area. So please come have a chat with us today if you haven't met us already. In terms of where we sit within the employability team, and I'm just going to talk a little bit about our strategy. So, a bit too far. The first thing that we get asked is, are you doing a career expose? We usually have previously done. We have decided to step away from big engagement events. And you saw some of the research behind that students are really interested in project work and programs. So that's what we're focusing on this year. We're still supporting Career Expos. We're going to be at the big meet next week. If any of you are going to be there, hand up. Yeah, excellent, a few. And of course, we've got our faculty-specific events and student society events that we support as well. But for our team, we're really focusing on meaningful engagement with learning outcomes. So all the programs and projects that we're doing, we're really focusing on learning outcomes, employability learning outcomes for our students. And one of our key things in terms of our strategy is the aligned objectives. So really focusing on societal impact, environmental impact, and equity, diversity, and inclusion. So that's the focus of our team. You know who we are, you know what we do, and now we're going to have a quick fire interview with one of our partners who's completed an industry project with us. And Tom will talk a little bit more about industry project and what it may involve for you.
Thanks so much, Daria. Just quickly to run through with you about our Practice of Work course and Global Practice of Work course. It's essentially, it falls under the banner of Work Integrated Learning. Students undertake a project with a partner. It can be from the corporate, government, not-for-profit sector. It involves a 10-week project across a standard university term, co-designed project briefs in collaboration with the partner, interdisciplinary teams of 3 to 4 students from across 5 faculties at the university, so really broad range of students, and between 15 and 25 per cohort. Some of the benefits for you as partners with these projects is upskilling your teams on a live project, spotlighting talent from UNSW, and also gaining insights and solutions from Gen Z and from students. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce one of our partners who's collaborated with our students on 2 projects, David Provost, Client Engineering Leader at IBM. Hi, David. Thanks for joining.
Thanks, Tom.
David, tell us a bit more about the brief that you posed to our students.
Yeah, definitely. So the first brief we had in the previous year was around, how do we build our brand on campus? How do people know about what IBM does these days? A long company, a lot of history. And so it was really around our recruitment strategy. And so that was quite good because the students are multidisciplinary, so they could all engage. And the most recent one was more topical around generative AI. So we're looking at, the question was, how can generative AI impact citizen services? What's the value and what's the feasibility of that? And that was a wicked problem, and some really cool ideas came out of it.
Awesome. What was some unexpected outcomes or benefits from the last project for IBM that emerged through UNSW students being involved with your team?
Yeah, definitely. So we're looking at this, cutting edge problem around generative AI. How can it impact citizens? And I suppose what I was expecting was the students would, use human-centered design, really think about the problem space, all the possibilities, what the value could be. But I was really impressed by the students. They went that next step and they looked at what the possible solutions could be. They wireframed them. They had demonstrations and really quite strong business cases around real solutions. And so some of them were around disability employment services. How can we transform that, make it better for people? And some were around health. Some were around transport. So some really important topics and solutions were created.
Great. And just a pretty loaded question, but what's brought you back twice to this course and to work integrated learning projects?
Yeah, definitely. So I think personally, I just love, mentoring our future leaders. I think that's so rewarding, and I learn a lot from them through the process. But for our organization, it, exposes the students to what we do on a day-to-day. So they get to understand our company and how we work with clients and kind of what we do. But really, we get to see the students in action. So it's so much better than a traditional interview, look at a CV. We get to see, how they present, how do they do their research. And we have hired a couple as interns, and we just offered another person as an internship as well. So it kind of provides us a pipeline of interns and graduates, which is amazing.
So good to hear. And just finally, what would you say to someone here today that's considering engaging with UNSW students on a project challenge?
Yeah, I'd say take advantage of the opportunity. Everything's positive. You get these amazing students working on some really, gnarly problems. You get to build some great networks, and you see them grow. So I think seize the opportunity. Would recommend it.
Awesome. Thanks, David. And thanks again for your ongoing partnership with us. Just a quick note too, Daria, David and I will be around for the rest of the morning. So please feel free to come up to us and ask us any questions, particularly about partner projects, but about everything across employability. We're happy to chat with you. Thank you.